Caitlin Clark does not have to stay with the Indiana Fever.
There's a terrifying nightmare that keeps professional sports franchise owners awake at night. It is not a sudden losing streak or even a devastating injury to a superstar player. The real fear is realizing that the one generational talent who revived the entire organization has finally discovered the true extent of her power and leverage. In modern professional sports, talent may control what happens on the court, but leverage controls the future of the franchise itself. We witnessed this dynamic when LeBron James returned to Cleveland on short-term contracts, using his influence to pressure the organization into building a championship-caliber team around him. Now, many believe Caitlin Clark is beginning to use that same strategy in Indianapolis. Welcome back to WNBA Pro. Today, we are breaking down what may be the most explosive power struggle the entire 2026 WNBA season. Across social media and among Fever fans, frustration is growing rapidly, with many supporters openly criticizing the organization's leadership and questioning the direction of the franchise. At the center of the controversy is a viral podcast clip that many fans interpret as a calculated message aimed directly at the Indiana Fever front office. The discussion surrounding Clark's future with the franchise has intensified, especially after recent sideline incidents, coaching controversies, and growing speculation about tension within the organization. According to many observers, this situation is no longer just about basketball. It is about power, influence, and the enormous business value attached to Caitlin Clark's presence in the WNBA. Her impact on ticket sales, television ratings, merchandise revenue, and national attention has transformed the Indiana Fever into one of the league's biggest attractions. Because of that, some fans now believe Clark holds unprecedented leverage over franchise's future decisions. Questions are now being raised about head coach Stephanie White, the front office culture, and whether ownership can maintain stability before the situation escalates further. The mainstream sports media has largely framed these events as normal growing pains with a young team, but many fans see something much deeper unfolding behind the scenes. To them, this is becoming a high-stakes battle over control of the franchise's direction. Whether those theories are accurate or exaggerated, one thing is undeniable. The pressure surrounding the Indiana Fever continues to grow, and every public statement, coaching decision, and locker room interaction is now being analyzed under a national spotlight.
Fever. Caitlin Clark joined Aliyah Boston and Candace Parker on their podcast, Post Moves. Great episode, by the way. And there was something that I noticed. Caitlin Clark was not committing to the Indiana Fever long term when her and Aliyah Boston talked about Aliyah Boston's contract.
Recently, Caitlin Clark appeared on a highly anticipated episode of the Post Moves podcast alongside her teammate Aliyah Boston and WNBA legend Candace Parker. The atmosphere of the conversation was relaxed and friendly, with the group discussing the demanding nature of professional basketball, the pressure that comes with constant national attention, and the challenges of building a long-term career in the WNBA. As the discussion continued, the topic naturally shifted toward team building, the future of the Indiana Fever, and contract extensions. During the conversation, Boston openly talked about her own commitment to the franchise, explaining that she had already secured her future with the Fever through 2029. Smiling warmly at Clark, Boston proudly said, "Fever till 2029. Hey, I love playing with you." It was a kind of moment that seemed perfectly designed for a simple and positive response. In most cases, fans and organizations expect a franchise superstar to enthusiastically echo the same excitement about staying together long-term and building a championship future with the team. For many observers, this exchange carried more significance than an ordinary light-hearted podcast moment. Because of the intense attention surrounding Clark and the Indiana Fever this season, even casual conversations are now being closely analyzed for hints about the franchise's long-term direction. Supporters, media personalities, and basketball analysts have increasingly focused on every public appearance, searching for clues about Clark's relationship with the organization and how she truly feels about the team's future.
Whatever.
She's on that till 2029. 2029.
Yeah,
Are
no,
you
that's
with
what
the
I'm
Fever till
saying.
2029?
Hey, I love playing with you.
Yeah, well, I'm only signed till...
Yeah. Don't worry about that.
Well, next year.
Don't worry.
She said, well, hey, look, I'm only signed till next year. I love playing with you too, but I'm only signed till next year. You're here till 2029. I'm not necessarily, respectfully. You know what I mean? Listen, I think Caitlin Clark should hold off on re-signing with the Indiana Fever. If she's going to re-sign, you hold off to...
However, many fans online focused on what happened next, instead of immediately matching Aliyah Boston's enthusiasm about the future. Caitlin Clark responded in a far more cautious and open-ended way. Clark reportedly said, "Yeah, well, I'm only signed till next year. Don't worry about that. We'll figure that out unless I sign my epic." That response immediately sparked intense debate across social media and sports media circles because it stopped short of offering any firm long-term commitment to the Indiana Fever. For many fans and analysts, the wording stood out because Clark intentionally left multiple possibilities open regarding her future. Rather than publicly guaranteeing she will remain with the franchise for years to come, she acknowledged that her current contract situation is still unresolved. The reference to an epic deal was especially important because, within WNBA contract discussions, it refers to the Supermax-style extension available to elite players coming off rookie contracts after achieving major league honors. Such contracts represent enormous long-term financial security and are typically viewed as automatic decisions for franchise superstars. The reaction online quickly expanded beyond simple contract talk. Supporters and critics alike began connecting Clark's comments to the growing controversy surrounding the Indiana Fever organization. Throughout the season, fans have debated coaching decisions made by Stephanie White, questioned the team's offensive system, and speculated about tension inside the franchise. Viral sideline moments, lineup controversies, and discussions about Clark's role within the offense have only fueled those conversations further. Some fans believe Clark's careful wording reflects a player who wants to keep pressure on the organization to prove it can build a winning and supportive environment around her talent. Others see the situation as a clear reminder of just how much influence Clark already possesses within the WNBA landscape. Her impact on television ratings, ticket sales, merchandise revenue, and overall league visibility has been unprecedented. Because of that, many observers believe the Indiana Fever front office understands that keeping Clark satisfied is not simply a basketball issue, but a massive business priority as well. Whether the speculation surrounding internal tensions is accurate or overstated, one thing is certain. Every public comment involving Clark is now being analyzed as part of a much larger conversation about the future direction of the franchise.
Say she's signing it. So at the end of the day, I think Caitlin Clark needs to continue to leave the door open on potentially not signing with the Indiana Fever. Now, shout out to Rose Rants. He posted this, and then he said, well, we're witnessing the biggest bag fumble of all time by the Indiana Fever. Wow. And I agree. Now, what this is the yearly league attendance by the team. Now, you already know, the Indiana Fever, they're doing absolutely anything to get people to come out to these games. They're doing all type of gimmicks that we hadn't seen them do. We hadn't had to see them go to within Caitlin Clark's.
According to a widely discussed WNBA analytics report shared online, updated league attendance numbers have created major debate around the current state of the Indiana Fever. The data showed several franchises experiencing strong attendance success during the 2026 season. The expansion team Golden State Valkyries has reportedly generated impressive sold-out crowds, while the defending champions New York Liberty continue to rank among the league leaders in fan support. Teams such as the Atlanta Dream and Las Vegas Aces have also drawn significant attention for consistently strong home attendance and energetic crowds. What surprised many fans was seeing Indiana positioned lower in the attendance rankings than expected despite the enormous popularity of Caitlin Clark. Online discussions quickly turned critical, with some supporters arguing that the franchise has failed to fully capitalize on the unprecedented momentum created during Clark's rookie season. In 2025, the Fever became one of the biggest attractions in all of basketball, selling out games at Gainbridge Fieldhouse and generating massive demand for tickets across the league whenever Clark appeared on the schedule. Secondary market prices surged, road arenas filled to capacity, and television ratings reached historic levels. Now, many observers are questioning why that momentum appears to have cooled. Critics point to coaching controversies, inconsistent team performances, public speculation about locker room tension, and growing frustration among parts of the fan base. Social media discussions have increasingly focused on whether organizational decisions have damaged some of the excitement surrounding the franchise. While the Fever remain one of the WNBA's most talked about teams, the attendance conversation has become symbolic of a larger debate about whether the organization is maximizing the extraordinary opportunity created by Clark's arrival.
Every home and away game just off of the name Caitlin Clark alone. Do you guys have screwed the pooch, man? You blew it. You don't think that you guys putting Raven Johnson, who plays 5 minutes a game, averaging 1 point a game, on flyers instead of Caitlin Clark plays an effect on the attendance? You guys don't think the fact that you keep trying to put Kelsey Mitchell front and center on all the promotional kits and put Caitlin Clark off to the side, that has an effect?
Many fans online argue that support for Caitlin Clark has never disappeared. Instead, they believe trust in the Indiana Fever organization has weakened. Across social media, frustrated supporters have criticized the franchise for what they see as poor marketing decisions, inconsistent handling of Clark's role, and ongoing public controversies surrounding the team. Some fans feel the organization has failed to fully embrace the unprecedented popularity and attention Clark has brought to the WNBA, while others believe the front office has struggled to build a clear and unified direction around its franchise star. Critics have also pointed to promotional campaigns and roster messaging, arguing that the Fever have not always centered Clark as aggressively as expected given her impact on ticket sales, television ratings, and merchandise revenue. Debates surrounding players, such as Kelsey Mitchell and rising stars like Raven Johnson, have fueled online discussions about branding priorities and team identity. As a result, some fans claim their loyalty is tied more directly to Clark herself than to the franchise brand as a whole. This growing frustration has become increasingly visible through attendance conversations, criticism of management decisions, and constant scrutiny of coaching strategies throughout the 2026 season. Many supporters now view every roster move, media appearance, and marketing campaign through the lens of how it affects Clark's future with the team. Whether those criticisms are fully justified or emotionally amplified by social media, the overall pressure surrounding the Fever organization continues to intensify as expectations remain extraordinarily high.
The yearly league attendance by the team. Now, you already know, the Indiana Fever, they're doing absolutely anything to get people to come out to these games. They're doing all type of gimmicks that we hadn't seen them do. We hadn't had to see them go to within Caitlin Clark's first 2 seasons. All of a sudden, they're giving away free tenderloin sandwiches. They're giving away free oil changes. They're doing housing.
Many critics believe the Indiana Fever have struggled to fully embrace the enormous popularity surrounding Caitlin Clark. According to frustrated fans online, the organization appears overly focused on presenting itself as a balanced team effort rather than leaning into the reality that Clark has become one of the biggest attractions in all of basketball. This debate has intensified as attendance conversations and marketing strategies continue to draw public scrutiny throughout the 2026 season. Supporters on social media have pointed to various promotional nights and ticket packages being offered by the franchise, arguing that these campaigns reflect an organization trying to boost fan turnout through giveaways and discounted experiences rather than maximizing the star power already on the roster. Family ticket bundles, sponsor promotions, and community partnerships are common throughout professional sports, but critics claim the Fever's recent marketing efforts have become symbolic of a larger organizational identity problem. Some fans believe the franchise has failed to capitalize on Clark's unprecedented drawing power in the way many expected after a historic rise in popularity. The frustration surrounding these discussions has also become closely connected to criticism of head coach Stephanie White and broader questions about the direction of the organization. For many observers, Clark's recent public comments about her contract situation only added fuel to the speculation. Fans interpreted her decision not to immediately guarantee a long-term extension as a sign that she wants to keep pressure on the franchise to improve its overall environment, leadership structure, and competitive vision. Whether those interpretations are accurate or exaggerated, the situation has clearly evolved beyond normal basketball discussions and into a larger conversation about branding, power, and the future of one of the WNBA's most valuable franchises.
This is mind-boggling. And this organization, I think Caitlin Clark needs to seriously consider walking away from the Indiana Fever. Don't sign that epic deal. Pack your bags and go elsewhere. Walk away from them. I mean, if they don't get it together, you got to hold their feet to the fire. I would, coach, get out of my way. Y'all gonna start promoting.
Many fans and commentators now believe that Caitlin Clark holds enormous leverage over the future of the Indiana Fever. According to this perspective, Clark's decision not to publicly commit to a long-term extension gives her significant influence over the direction of the franchise moving forward. Supporters argue that if she were to immediately sign a Supermax-style extension, she would lose much of the pressure she currently holds over organizational decisions, including coaching philosophy, roster construction, and overall franchise leadership. Because of that, many fans interpreted her recent "we'll figure that out" comment as a calculated reminder that her future in Indiana is not guaranteed. Critics of the organization have continued to target head coach Stephanie White, along with executives such as Kelly Krauskopf and Amber Cox, blaming them for what they see as poor strategic direction, questionable marketing decisions, and an environment that has failed to fully maximize Clark's talent and popularity. Online discussions have become increasingly dramatic, with some fans suggesting that other WNBA franchises would immediately restructure their organizations for the opportunity to build around Clark. Expansion teams and franchises with strong financial backing are frequently mentioned in speculative conversations about what her long-term options could look like if she ever explored free agency in the future. One team often brought up in these discussions is the upcoming Toronto WNBA expansion franchise, which many believe could aggressively pursue a global superstar to establish its identity. Others point to the Golden State Valkyries because of their modern offensive style and strong market appeal. While these conversations remain entirely speculative, they reflect a growing belief among fans that Clark's value extends far beyond basketball and into the larger business future of the league itself at the same time. Pressure on Indiana ownership continues to intensify as attendance debates, coaching criticism, and public scrutiny surrounding the franchise grow louder. Many supporters now believe the organization faces a defining decision about how it wants to move forward. Some fans are calling for major structural changes, while others argue that stability and patience are still necessary for a young team developing under constant national attention. Regardless of which side proves correct, the discussion surrounding Clark, the Fever, and the future of the franchise have become one of the biggest ongoing storylines in the WNBA.